No, this all started because there were a few comments on the Live with Kelly Instagram page last time I was on, and I was like,
I warned you never go on
I
there.
go on and like interact with everybody, and there were a number of comments about, my eyebrows, and like he's like, Jerry's fine, but his eyebrows really freak me out. His eyebrows are a freak show, LOL. Or as you were saying yesterday, Jerry's fine, but his eyebrows are a complete and utter disaster. Sorry, not sorry. And it gave me a browplex.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a term we just coined, a browplex.
Yeah.
Browplex.
Look, there you are yesterday.
Oh yeah, there I am yesterday. So anyway, you and Gelman had the great idea that, hey, we'll do your brows on the air. So we have an excerpt coming in today.
And, yesterday we established that some people out there on social media are all worked up about Jerry's eyebrows. So rather than ignoring these complaints, such as, we've decided to address this issue head on with a Eyebrow Makeover from a makeup and eyebrow expert you're known as the Eyebrow Whisperer? I love that. Please welcome Ramy Gafni. Hi, Ramy. Hello, Ramy.
How are you, Ram?
Hello. Hi. Okay, well, what can you possibly do to help Jerry? I don't know. Wait, before we start, you said that half of your clients are men?
Literally 50%.
Literally 50%.
And that's a big change from when I started like 20 years ago.
Why? What happened? Men looked in the mirror finally?
I think slowly, it became more acceptable. And now I find, especially with like the younger generation, it's almost, they're ashamed if they don't do it. It's become so like, they just don't care. It used to be like the guys wanted to come after hours because they didn't want women to see them getting their brows done. Now no one cares.
Oh, wow.
No shame in the game.
And you trademarked the phrase guybrow.
Guybrows.
Wow.
Yes, because it's become so common.
So what do you think about Jerry's eyebrows? Is there any hope for him?
I think to address his critics, his eyebrows really are pretty good.
I think they're great.
They really are. They're pretty good.
Great. So we're done here.
We're not done though. They're good, but they could be great.
Oh,
They're good, but they could be great. Okay, so what are you going to do to get started? Are we going to numb the area?
No, we are not going to. Gelman wanted me to make sure it hurts a little bit.
Gelman wants to make sure it hurts. Yes,
I'm just kidding.
That's Gelman.
But
nothing is worth doing unless it's painful. That's what he says.
The thing with guybrows is also just to assuage your fears, is it's subtle but makes a big difference. So the number one concern men have is they don't want their eyebrows to look obviously done.
Right.
They don't want to go back to the office and people go, oh, you had your eyebrows done.
Right.
And so I take a very conservative approach.
Okay.
So when clients come back and I say, did anyone notice? Even if they had crazy eyebrows before, they always say, no one noticed. People ask them if they had, if they lost some weight, if they got a haircut, but they can't tell that they had their brows done.
Jerry looks terrified. So what are you doing right now? And what are the trends in men's eyebrows? What's a good trend for men?
Well, I think men really like it classic. They don't want it to look obviously done. We don't want Jersey Shore eyebrows.
Right, yes, correct.
Right, Jersey Shore, Jim
actually,
Can Laundry, GTL.
He does, Jerry has a very high natural arch. I'm just going to come around
I have a natural arch.
Kelly.
He has a natural arch.
He has a high
Here,
natural
let me go over
arch.
here to this side.
Just for a moment.
Don't worry.
I trim away the excess.
I love your ring, Ramy.
Thank you.
That's
it's
so
from my
beautiful.
dad.
Yes,
Thank you.
It's a classic. You can tell.
Okay, not hurting so far. Just giving everybody the update. This is pretty good.
Yeah, so we trim away the excess, and a very common mistake people make is they remove hair, like whether it's tweezing, waxing, before they trim. And sometimes if you trim the hair, you can actually realize that you don't need to remove as much as you thought to achieve the brow that you want.
So start with trimming.
Right, always.
So what is the trend in women's eyebrows? Not that Jerry's eyebrows are not the most important thing in the universe. I'm just saying that we are mostly women in here.
I'm going to break out the little magnifiers to
Oh my
see
God.
every little hair. Okay. I'm going to change my opinion about his brows now.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay,
no, they're still great.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, Michael Gelman. Okay, Kelly Ripa. Okay, Marcus Willis.
Does that hurt a lot?
Yes, it does. Okay.
No, here.
Oh, please help me. No, I'm not. It's a little bit. Okay. Pitches on Fox tonight, 9 p.m. Mark Swallows. Oh, wow.
That's a good plug. Thank you,
There we
Jerry.
go. Oh, yeah, great new show. Female pitcher. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, feeling it. There we go.
But the trend, actually, people still want a bold eyebrow. Everybody, you know, they want fuller brows. That's not going away anytime soon. However, we don't have the straight boy brow that we had like a year or so ago, where it was very masculine looking on women, and it was a straight line. Now people want a fuller brow, but they want it with a bit of an arch. You know, just to give the face expression.
Sure.
Like, I like Jerry's arch. I think that it gives him, it gives him a lot of expression.
It does.
If you wanted to tone it down, I can take a little hair off the top,
Just
right
okay,
by the arch, just to make it
make
slightly less.
Make
Less
me look
arched.
like me look like Brad Pitt. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get the wand.
It's getting a little red there. Is there? I mean, I am on national television.
No, it's just a little red.
Yeah, it's very little,
It's
and that
fine.
goes away very quick. I'm going to put something on to soothe your skin afterwards.
Okay. Oh yeah, feeling that. Okay, there we go. Okay.
You know, I think you're doing great.
Yeah, no, it's just definitely Regis Philbin.
And
Wow. Okay.
I do something on the back end here. One thing I noticed on camera, this part of his brow looks invisible.
Yes.
And so by cleaning around it,
You make it
actually makes
stand
it stand
out
out
more.
more.
Wow.
Right. Yes.
Oh wow, Art Moore. Oh,
So-
okay.
Okay, you're doing so good. I'm proud of
Doing
you.
great.
What are the do's and don'ts?
Well, you always want to take, for both men and women, you want to take a conservative approach. When in doubt, don't pluck it out.
Oh my gosh.
That's my-
It's the
When in
opposite.
doubt, don't
Don't
pluck it
pluck
out.
it out.
That's
If you're
the
not
opposite
sure,
of
leave it to
everything.
pluck another day.
Get some of
Got to
that.
separate the
Just
unibrow.
just to.
Well, you're
Whenever
getting in
you
the middle there.
separate a unibrow, a Muppet gets its wings.
Oh really?
Aw, that's
It's
so
like-
nice. That's a beautiful phrase. Did you hear that? Whenever you separate a unibrow, a Muppet gets its wings.
Yes.
It's a beautiful. Very sweet.
Wow, can you do anything like for the? Well, do you have any Botox back there as well? Can you do anything about that thing?
But you know, a lot of people say a good brow shaping
What-
it looks like you've had Botox.
What about like laser hair removal and all of that?
I don't like anything permanent because your brows change, your face changes over time. You want to avoid things like tattooing or permanent hair removal.
What about microblading?
Again, it's semi-permanent, but I'm opposed to even semi-permanent.
Really?
Because if they make a mistake, you're stuck. You know.
What if they
and
don't make a mistake?
If they don't make a mistake, if it's really semi-permanent, you know, it's a personal decision. My experience is I've met so many people that have had tattooing, even or permanent hair removal, and they regret it most of the time. You know, if they could turn back time and undo it, they would.
Do
Here we
our
go.
eyebrows change as we age? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it's going well. I'm still here.
They do change.
Do you want
know,
to come around this side?
no, I'm good where I am. Thank you.
Okay.
They do change over time. They might get longer as we get older. They get more sparse. So really, they do change. I get people that say, "Oh, when I was in high school, I looked like Brooke Shields." And now they're sitting in my chair with very thin brows, you know. And I think and sometimes it's, even if they've never had their brows done, it just changes over time.
Everybody says that. When I was in high school, I looked like Brooke Shields.
Right.
For the record, none of us look like Brooke Shields. Just want to point that out to everyone. The moment we've all been waiting for. We're back with Ramy Gafni, who is, of course, our guy brow whisperer expert, and he's going to show us the Jerry O'Connell reveal. Now remember, many of you at home thought that Jerry looked like an absolute freak. A freak!
LOL.
Let's take a look at Jerry's freak brows before. Oh my gosh, I can barely look at them. And let's take a look at Jerry now.
Wow. Wow.
Let's do it. Wow. Wow. Subtle, but it looks really good. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you, let's do a split screen. Can we do a split screen in a way that we can see? Yeah. Yeah, that's very nice. So to all you Instagram trolls, let us know what you're thinking. We're dying Jerry's dying to hear.